You know this now and then. That they don't have people who consider yourself. So you see, yes. Very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem. Students, family, staff, you may be seated. I want to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for the Montessori High and School of Health Sciences 2013 graduation ceremony. Hello, my name is Mark Frost. I'm the principal of the School of Health Sciences. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce the superintendent of the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Superintendent Neal has been in our district since he was 4 years old, working himself all the way from student to secretary to superintendent. She is transforming GRPS into a first-class district with renewed energy and new motivation. Her leadership has affected us all, and I feel very privileged to introduce my boss and our superintendent, Mrs. Teresa Weatherall Neal.
Good evening. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to serve as your superintendent of the Grand Rapids Public Schools. I'd like to introduce some of our board members. Dr. Tony Baker, if you will stand, please. Mrs. Sunita Lanier. Dr. Wendy Fogg, the president of the Grand Rapids Board of Education. I'd also like to welcome members of my cabinet, my executive team that is here with me this evening. And to the graduates, let me be the first to say to you how proud we are of you. Congratulations to each and every one of you. We are so happy to be here with you this evening celebrating on this such a joyous occasion. I want you to know when you leave here tonight, when you start on the next journey of your life, know that you can do anything that you set your mind to. You are a Grand Rapids Public Schools graduate. And with that, you have everything in you that you need to go to the next step. I want you to dream big. I want you to do big. And I want you to come back and help those that are here in the Grand Rapids Public Schools after you leave. Have a good time tonight, enjoy yourself, and again, congratulations. And before I sit down, I am going to remember to introduce Mr. Ron Gorman, who is the Executive Director of Secondary Schools.
Thank you, Superintendent Neal. Before we start, I would like to recognize Greg DeLeon. Are you here, Greg? Please come to the stage. Greg participated in the Superintendent's Advisory Council this year, and he gave a tremendous amount of feedback to the Grand Rapids Public Schools and to Superintendent Neal. So Greg, thank you for your hard work. Thank you, Superintendent Neal, for your leadership. You have truly moved this district in the right direction, and I know good things are still yet to come. So thank you, Superintendent Neal. Parents and guardians, the reason your students are here today is because you have been a large part of their educational process. So parents, please give yourselves a nice round of applause. Our teachers, thank you so much for having high expectations. Thank you for building positive relationships with students. Thank you for working long hours. We know your school day goes on long after 2:30. We also know it goes on to the weekends. And thank you so much for creating engaging lessons every day. Thank you so much for being phenomenal teachers in the secondary division. Students, thank you for your hard work over the previous 4 years. This is an important milestone in your educational careers, and I'm sure there will be additional milestones to come. Treat this as a milestone and not the end of your educational journey. This evening I would like to recognize 3 individuals. I would like to recognize, and please stand, sir, I'd like to recognize Mr. Jason McGee, who is the assistant principal at the School of Health Sciences. I would also like to introduce to you 2 phenomenal leaders. First leader I would like to introduce is Miss Nikki Jones. She has been with the Grand Rapids Public Schools for 11 years. She is a proud graduate of Grand Valley State University, and she is the principal of Grand Rapids Montessori High School. Miss Nikki Jones. And I would also like to recognize the principal of the School of Health Sciences and the new principal of Innovation Central High School, Mr. Mark Frost. Mr. Mark Frost is a proud graduate of Michigan State University, and he also has 21 years with the Grand Rapids Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I present to you Ms. Nikki Jones, principal of GR Montessori High School.
Welcome. First off, I would like to thank the parents of our graduates. You've trusted us with the opportunity to serve your students. This is truly a gift, and thank you. I'd also like to thank our teachers, parapros, youth advocates, security teams, counselors. You are the foundation of Grand Rapids Public Schools. Our assistant principal, Mr. McGee, for all that you do to support students in both programs, the School of Health Sciences and Montessori, thank you. Thank you to the Board of Education. Thank you to all of our executive directors, especially Ronald Gorman, our executive director of high schools, and to Superintendent Teresa Weatherall-Neal, thank you for your leadership and the opportunity to serve. Graduates, today as you embark on this journey into adulthood, I want you to think about what it means to give a gift. Your parents gave the world a gift when they raised you to be responsible adults who value education. That's evident in you being here today and how many of you are moving on to college, 93%. What gifts will you bring to the world? Many of you gave the gift of service throughout your years in high school. As Montessori students, you were required to complete community service hours. Many of you completed over 120 hours. You've also done an excellent work this year to raise money for the Leukemia Lymphoma Cancer Society. Not only have you earned a diploma through hard work and determination, you've gave back to your community, and that's a beautiful thing. So I say to you as adults, give the gift of knowledge to yourselves. Learn a trade, earn a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate degree. so that you can support yourselves. A famous African-American neurosurgeon named Ben Carson once said, "When I treat other people with kindness and love, it is part of my way of paying my debt back to the world for the privilege of living on this planet." In this spirit, think about giving the gift of love, respect, and commitment to your families and loved ones. Give the gift of kindness to strangers in need. Give the gift of responsible stewardship to your local and global community by volunteering, reducing, reusing, and recycling. The talents that you all possess, and yes, you all have talents. What you do with those talents are the gifts you give back to the world. Congratulations and best wishes. Now, I would like to introduce the principal of the School of Health Sciences, Mr. Mark Frost.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Seniors, I want to direct my remarks to you. And I want to say two things, and I'll be brief. But the first thing I want to say is that I've really enjoyed this year. I've enjoyed getting to know you as individuals and as a group, and I want to say that I really respect you in both ways, and for multiple reasons. One is that you coordinated 3 blood drives this year, which really benefit the community, but the last one was a huge fundraiser. Very, very well done, and showed real dedication. A couple other things. As a group, you ate lunch and breakfast with all the other students, and that doesn't always happen. Many times, seniors section themselves off in another area where you're allowed to do so and eat together, but you didn't, and it showed a real community atmosphere coming from the leaders in this building. I really appreciated that. Also, you showed up for dances, much more than any other group, and that doesn't usually happen from seniors, so you really put forth the effort to make our school atmosphere a positive one, and it really was this year. But the other thing I want to say is, I was your 3rd principal in 3 years, but you treated me decently from the very beginning all the way through to today. So I really wanted to say thank you very much for that. The other thing I want to say is that as you go off to major universities, community colleges, skilled trade schools, or if you're just joining the workforce next year, what I want to say is going to something where you would be happy doing it, where you would like to do it. Because if you have a job that you like to do, you will put forth the effort, you will do much more than what you would do if you didn't like the job. And let me say, from my own point of view, I've been in education for over 20 years. I've had a lot of teaching jobs, I've had a lot of administrative jobs, and I've found the fun element in every single one of them. There's an old saying, old lyrics of a song that say, in every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. If you find the fun, then snap the job's a game. I found that in the jobs of my career. And that's one thing that I want to get across to you is as you go forth in college, if you don't know what you want to do, go toward what you enjoy. Because you'll put forth the effort, and when you put forth the effort in your career and in your jobs, doors will open up for you when you show the satisfaction that you've gotten from a positive job, a job well done, and that's what I've done. So that's what I want to leave you with. It was a joy knowing you this year, working with you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for the day. He is a Grand Rapids native who is a married man with 3 children. He graduated from Central High. He's a Ram from the class of 1977. He graduated from community college and Grand Valley State University, where he received a degree in criminal justice. He has also received a degree from the FBI National Academy. He began his career with the Grand Rapids Police Department in 1980 as a patrol officer and has had a variety of assignments since then, including being a member of the Major Case Team, the Juvenile Unit, the Investigative Division, and the Support Services Division. Outside of his current role, he currently serves as a member of the Board of Directors for the Children's Assessment Center and on the Kent County Dispatch Authority. And he is a former president of the Board of Directors for the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Grand Rapids Youth Commonwealth. But we know him best for his work in his current position and title as Grand Rapids Chief of Police. And we would like to honor him today with our Central High School Distinguished Alumni Award. Family, family members, students, and staff. Please give a warm welcome to distinguished Central High School alumni, Grand Rapids Chief of Police, Mr. Kevin Belt.
Thank you, Mr. Frost. Bring us down not quite as tall as he is. But, again, it is certainly a tremendous honor to receive this award, and I'm very grateful for those that nominated me and those who were involved in the selection process. As he said, I graduated from Central High School in 1977. From there, I went on to Grand Rapids Junior College, which actually was part of the Grand Rapids Public School System at the time. After that, I was fortunate. I was able to go on to Grand Valleys Academy, and then I was hired by the Grand Rapids Police Department in 1980. So I've certainly been very grateful for those that have dedicated themselves to education. They've certainly provided a great foundation for me so that I was able to have a very successful career. So again, I want to congratulate each of the graduates here today. It certainly is a significant accomplishment. A high school graduation is an important milestone in anyone's career. But as you've heard others say, it certainly should not be where your education ends. I would certainly challenge you whether it is going to college at a school that's far away from home, or whether it's one of the fine universities that we have right in the Grand Rapids area, or whether it's Grand Rapids Community College, which was the college that my wife and I both attended and have served us well. The community college offers a variety of great options. It certainly is convenient, it's certainly affordable, it has a number of great programs, whether you're going to go on, continue your four-year degree, or whether it's just a criminal justice degree that you seek and you end up in the workforce. But it also has a number of trades that people can learn about. Plumbing, electrician, other manufacturing jobs that are available. But whatever it is, make sure that you continue to pursue your dream. If you end up with a higher education, your chances of having a higher paying job are far greater, and your chances of being employed itself is far greater. I'd also urge you to get involved in the community in one way or another. Our community is rich with resources. You know, this weekend we have a Festival of Arts celebration in downtown Grand Rapids. But events like that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for hundreds of volunteers that get involved, so that tens of thousands of people can come down and enjoy the fruits of their labor. But again, it's all about community. It's about participating. It's about getting involved. People that are sharing their talents so that all of us can enjoy a better lifestyle. There are countless ways that people can volunteer, whether it's giving blood during a local blood drive, whether it's helping out a neighbor, whether it's being involved in your church in one way or another. But regardless, I certainly would encourage you to make sure that you're giving back to this community for the education that you've received. And then finally, I guess I want to challenge you that at this critical time in your life, that you make good choices. The choices that you make over the next few years of your life are going to end up impacting you for the rest of your life. We certainly have talked about the importance of continuing your education, but I would also challenge you to make good choices in friends, to make good choices in the places that you end up going, not going to places that you know are going to lead to bad behaviors. Also, that you avoid the use of drugs and alcohol. So many times, I can tell you as a police chief, I see young people that make decisions and make mistakes that will impact them again for the rest of their lives. So I would just challenge you to make good, solid choices, that you would develop a plan, that you would have goals in your life, and you would have a plan in order to meet those goals. And you certainly know that you can accomplish those goals. Again, I want to congratulate you for your great accomplishment here today. The world awaits you, and best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief of Police Belt. Ladies and gentlemen, now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the School of Health Sciences for the 2012-2013 school year, to present him with his certificate of accomplishment and to hear his remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, valedictorian, Mr. Greg DeLeon.
Check. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Greg DeLeon, senior class treasurer and valedictorian for the School of Health and Sciences. We're finally here, everybody. This is what we've been waiting for. This right here is graduation. This is the day we've been waiting for since we said our first, I don't want to go to school anymore. After today, we can finally talk about school and high school in the past tense. My friends, just look around you. It's been 4 short yet long years. Some of us didn't change, and some of us aren't the same. But every last one of us, both HST and Montessori, have come a long way. From the friends in EMT to the classes some took at GRCC. From the classes some took at GVSU to the hardworking kids at KCTC. The legends that had and survived E2020 all day, every day, 24/7, 365. You guys have earned my respect because that took determination. From the last graduating members of the gone but not forgotten ROTC Central to my second family that is Upward Bound, who I will never forget. If it wasn't for Upward Bound, I promise, I wouldn't be who, where, or what I am today. May Upward Bound live long and strong, because it is an irreplaceable experience for the kids that join. I am happy to be part of that giant tree. Thank you. Para mis padres, mi hermano y mi hermana, sé que les di mucha carpeta desde que nací. Y les prometo llegar más lejos de lo que esperan de mí. Es lo que les debo. Por más que cambie, siempre seré orgulloso de ser su hijo y de ser dominicano. Thank you. Thank you to all my teachers I have ever had. The ones who taught different, took the time to explain more, who put up with me and my handwriting and my many questions. I am sorry to all my first-hour teachers for being late almost every single day. That's my bad. Sleep is important. All right. Thanks for looking out for me these 4 years. As seniors, I hope we all learn to appreciate the opportunities of all shapes and sizes. Like the speaker, Eric Thompson, who came to talk to us about the secrets of success and to be phenomenal or to be forgotten. The speaker, Roy Ramirez Juarez, who told us to be the change we want to see in this world. Or even the small opportunities, like the ones that come in the shape of a single raffle ticket, and the chances you have at winning its mystery prize. I know I learned that one the hard way, when I sold my ticket, and the guy won a very, very good prize. Lucky me. Thank you to my friends of 2013. There are valuable things each and every one of you has taught me that some teachers cannot replace. From the jokes to the encouraging words and the nice things you guys always said about my writing. I don't know about any of you, but I have been wishing for this day for a long time. Looking back, I asked myself, when did I change my mind? I really used to dislike school every day. I loved to see and meet new people, but the work was just annoying. Now I plan to go to college for 4 or more years to get my degree. As I got older, I realized how fortunate I was, how short life is, how nothing in this life is just given. I want my life to mean something to more than just me. I want it to be one of those things that changes lives for better. At a young age, I've seen people walk on the very street they sleep on. And they've had to make something out of nothing just to see tomorrow. So, I want you guys to remember this about my speech above all else. In our future, if you want something to happen, you have to make it happen. After today, we have no more excuses. What becomes of us from this point on are based on the choices we make. No one else can make decisions for us, even if at times it doesn't seem that way. No one can make you do something you do not want to do. Live life how you see fit. But if you only live once, you should live a life you can be proud of. We all have the capability of reaching new heights, but we need to have dedication, determination, and we must be driven toward what we want to be. Some of us may never see each other's faces again after today. So remember, I am your friend and your competition. So don't forget me. Have a nice life, everybody.
Thank you, Greg. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me equally great pleasure to introduce the salutatorian for the School of Health Sciences and present him with his certificate of completion, or of achievement. Emmanuel Melendez, salutatorian. And now I'd like to reintroduce Montessori High Principal, Ms. Nikki Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Grand Rapids Montessori's class valedictorian, Ms. Perla Benavides.
Hello? Welcome teachers, administrators, friends, family, and class of 2013. Thank you all for being here this evening because we are here to celebrate one of the greatest milestones in our lives so far. As valedictorian for Grand Rapids Montessori, I was asked to make a speech. I was really nervous at first and kind of still am, but one of our teachers here today has helped me come to the conclusion that our high school graduation is a one-time event, and so is making the valedictorian speech. So I decided to go through with it. Thank you, Mr. Cassis. I can honestly say that I am very happy that I have been able to attend Grand Rapids Montessori along with Central High School, or HST. I have been able to make new friendships that will last a lifetime. I remember coming into high school very nervous, seeing so many new faces, still with the friends I made back in Montessori Middle School. I'm not really looking forward to seeing so many new faces in college, but I don't look at it as another challenge. I look at it as another opportunity that has been given to us because everyone deserves an opportunity to be great. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't be afraid to make choices, to take chances, or to make changes. We made it this far, our senior year in high school, so all those voices that told you that you couldn't do it, you're here today. So don't let this be the end of your path, because it's a new beginning. As graduates, we must continue to strive for achievement and success. We must continue to have high expectations for ourselves as our parents have for us. We must continue our journey, although we do not know what lies ahead. Being in Grand Rapids Montessori High School as a part of Central High School, or HST, we have become accustomed to changes since our freshman year in high school. We learned to adapt to trimesters and semesters, 3 different principles, blended learning, hub, E2020, and elimination of our sports for our school. Even with all those changes, we still have made it to this day and still be okay. Honestly, before a few weeks ago, I did not think I was going to be one of the valedictorians. When I did find out, all I thought about was having to talk in front of everyone and something embarrassing happening. But now that I'm up here speaking to all of you, it's a real honor, and I thank you all. Congratulations, class of 2013. We made it.
Now I'd like to introduce Montessori's class salutatorian, Ms. Cassie Jacques.
Hi. Well, I'd like to welcome all the students, teachers, family, and friends, because today we participate in a ceremony that happens every year, but also just happens once in a lifetime. For over 100 years, high school seniors have been graduating from Central High School. But each class has a completely unique mark to leave on this world. Each of us has a different niche to fill, and graduation is the next step into finding them. Central High School has gone through many changes and will experience the most profound one next year. And even though we seniors are all moving on, we should not forget what Central High School was and what it will become. Community can be one of the strongest forces in civilization, and when a city rallies together, it can move mountains. And at the center of a strong community are strong schools. Central can be one of these, and that is why it is important for us to remember this place, even as some of us move on to other cities and states. Graduating high school means that we could go anywhere from here. And for the many of us that are heading on to college next year, our opportunities triple. Graduating high school opens up doors. A diploma can turn into a degree can turn into a career, and careers are how we change our world. Wherever each of us ends up, I am sure that the communities we land in will be all the better for it. I want to thank all of our teachers and the staff for the education and guidance they provided us. I want to thank Mr. Frost and the changes he's made in the school and in our attitudes, and Mr. McGee for that same support and enthusiasm. I want to thank Mr. White and Ms. Hagler for their exemplary work and the attention they provided each of us. I want to thank the families and friends that helped us and encouraged us all the way. The community has supported us, and now it is our turn to support the community. Under the guidance of our superintendent, Ms. Teresa Weatherall-Neal, Central and the rest of the school district is growing and developing and making Grand Rapids a more desirable place. And today is our day. We are the immediate change that is going to happen. We are the ones to carve out the future, so congratulations to all of us, and go class of 2013.
Well done, Cassandra and Perla. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will present the diplomas to the Montessori High and School of Health Science students, graduates of of the class of 2012-13.
First row, please rise. Don Ralph Moyes. Matt Earl Smith Jr. Lady Yamilet Rodas. Shantiera Parks. Chantal Davis. Kira Nicole Dixon. Emmanuel Will Melendez. Greg De Leon. Perla Benavides Villarreal. Cassie Jaffes. Ja'Cory Milbrooks. Derek Jemison Jr. Alize Lachey Smith. Eric Jonte Reyes. Jalen Maisha Wood. Xavier Capone Robertson. Second row, please rise.
Logan Brown. Jonathan Selman. Shemaya Hughes. Atiria Rajane Trimble. Josephia Raquel Archer. Brianna Watkins. Chassie Charnay Pickett. Brian Christopher Carmona. Anthony John Becker Morada. Fernando Torres Lozano. Abimel Bravo Perez. Antonio Dyson. Teelan Jamichael Avery. Tyresha Marie Sigistavalva. Jordan Guy. Third row, please rise.
Precious Wallace. Dejanay McCoy. Ursula Leslie Nadal. Ederson Reyes. Asiel Edegin. Owen Mazariegos. Gabriela Vinale Mignon. Saul Garcia Hernandez. Wendy Kano. Kelly Vasquez. Edemesia K. Sepulveda. Jorge Luis Garcia. Israel Young. Araceli Cardoza. Jose Torres. Elizabeth Lee Schwartz. Israel Cesar Rona. Soledad Aguilar. Fourth row, please rise.
Rodney Lee Legron. Gabriela Puente. Charles Clark. Rashawn Shamar Reed. Julie Marisol de Leon Aguilar. Carol Gomez Calvo. Claritza Vasquez. Rocio Anaya. Elizabeth Bird. Juan Flores Sosino Jr. Marissa Adia Kelly. Kara White. Aaliyah Simone Stubbs. Rosa Bella Salas Miguel. Juana Inez Escobar Lorica. Kelvin Cifuentes. Alec Michael Nicholas Adden. Turquanderlin Lawrence. Giovanna Monet Curry. Chelsea Keikstra.
Fourth row, you may have a seat. Family and staff, this afternoon I present to you 77 candidates for graduation. As principal of the School of Health Sciences and representing the principal of Montessori High, I certify that all candidates who will be receiving diplomas have met or exceeded all the requirements as set forth by the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education and the State of Michigan.
Class of 2013, it is my privilege as a member of the Board of Ed to make this official for you. By the power invested in the Board of Ed, I confer diplomas upon each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Guests, please remember to remain seated while all of the Stage Gaston graduates exit the auditorium. Graduates, at this time, please take your tassels and move it from the right to the left. Congratulations.